I'm sorry, can I help? Can I help? Do you want an autograph or something?
Give me your power.
Oh, snap. You're like a bad guy, right? Okay, I'm sorry.
You grovel like a child.
That's because I am one. Do you? Fine. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly.
Ever wonder what it would be like to be a superhero? Well, the newest film, Shazam, takes us on the journey of a 14-year-old boy turned superhero. So what are the critics saying about it? We will find out because we have our superhero critic here today, Mark Reardon, to share his thoughts on this film.
I should have worn my spandex, right?
Probably shouldn't.
Well, thanks, Kent. Yeah, you know, I was doing a little research on this story, and Shazam, believe it or not, used to be known as Captain Marvel, which is a little confusing because Captain Marvel was just a movie in the Marvel universe, right?
Right.
This is the DC universe,
right.
Superman and Batman. So if you go back to the 1940s, most of us don't remember that. You were, what, a teenager in the 1940s. You might remember this. It was more, I'm sorry, was that fake news? It was actually more popular than Superman in the 1940s.
Really?
Yeah, I was surprised by
Yeah.
that. So it's the story. Now, what we do remember, you remember the show from the 1970s?
Which one?
Shazam.
Shazam?
Yeah.
I do not.
Well, you were an adult then. That's probably why. That was a kid's show. So anyway, this is Billy Batson, played by Asher Angel, who's in a Disney show called Andy Mack. And this kid is really good in this role. Think of it this way. Remember the movie Big with Tom Hanks, right? This is sort of the superhero version of Big because you got this 14-year-old kid who's a foster child. He doesn't know where his mom is. And one of his foster brothers is named Freddie. And this was a guy that was in the movie It. Jack Dylan Grazer, and he's the best friend. He's just disabled, he walks on a crutch, and he's the superhero geek, right? This guy, Billy Batson, he gets into the body of the adult, played by Zachary Levi, who first came on the scene in the show Chuck, but most recently was Midge's love interest.
You just kind of make some assumptions there. How did he get into the body of this guy?
Well, I'll tell you that in a second. Hold on a second. All right, so he was in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as Midge's love interest, really good in that. He figures out that there are 7 deadly sins that are basically going to take over the universe. Mark Strong was the villain that you saw early in the clip, and he's confused too because all of a sudden something happens to him because he's the chosen one. When you're a superhero, you're usually the chosen one.
Gotcha.
And he realizes by saying the word Shazam, he's a superhero. Now, he doesn't know what he can do, so he's trying to figure out here, what can I do? Can I fly? Am I invisible? Am I bulletproof? All these things, they're testing it out, and they don't know exactly what his powers are. In the end, though,
Why does his chest light up?
His chest lights up because he's freaking Shazam, man.
Okay,
I don't know.
That's good.
And I don't think he even knows because he's confused. Well, no, we're discovering.
He's confused.
Well, he is. Actually, that's part of the movie. Look, this is a fun movie. The DC world, it is. It's a blast. It's very funny. Zachary Levi and the kids are great. It's a family movie because it pulls together, I think, all the demographics. It never takes itself too seriously. I love this movie. I think it's really good. Yeah.
Okay, I can see that happening.
Because it's so lighthearted, and because if you think about it in the sense of Big, you know, a lot of these are fish out of water stories. And he's a little kid in this adult's body, so when things happen, when you hear Mark Strong say, you're acting like a little kid, because he is a little kid, right? But he's in an adult body with spandex and a, what'd you call it there?
At least his chest lights.
Yeah, he's got his chest. Well, who doesn't, right? I mean, I've seen that on the East Side. I don't know about you.
Your daughter is adorable. Thank you for bringing her in.
Shouldn't have said that because she's in the studio this morning.
I just gave her a storm mode coffee mug.
Well,
so
thank
you'll have that in your cabinet.
She usually puts like little cookies in that or something.
Juice in
right, exactly. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Now I feel guilty for making fun of your age and everything. There she is. Alexa, can you say hi?
Look how cute she is. She's the one on the left, by the way. All right. Don't forget, you can listen to Mark, if you so choose, weekday afternoons on KMOX 1120, the home of the St. Louis Cardinals.
I'm off to Kegs and Eggs, our big party. You can walk up. You can walk up and buy tickets for Kegs and Eggs today. It's in the Tums lot on the east side of the stadium. So come on over.
Saw the big tent.
Yeah. If you come over, I might even get you in for free.
Dang.
What about me?
Laura's gonna have to pay.
Of course.
She's already got her spandex.
One freebie. One freebie.
I am sporting spandex. Thank you very much for that.